Aquarius, October. Well, the focus or challenge of the month, we've got 10 of Ghosts in reverse. And this is the Cup suit in this deck. So the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is still a good card, even in reverse. But this could be a completion of a situation that has been less than satisfactory, particularly emotionally, because the Cups talk about emotions. And 10 of Cups is normally the happy family card. Happy, like we finally complete something as a family. We come together as a family. There is a celebration or just great satisfaction within our family. And that is the challenge in October, because there may be someone who is acting out. This could be your child. It could be someone who is just not putting the effort into family. It could be your spouse or your mate who's just not spending enough time with family. Some of you may be with a workaholic, or you may be a workaholic, but that's not usually the case with Aquarians. You usually can find a good balance with that sort of thing. But some of you may be suspect that someone is trying to hurt your family in some way, or maybe trying to take advantage of someone that you care about, or a loved one, or leading them down the wrong road. And you may be kind of trying to find out hidden information, because Pedro is here. Pedro talks about things that are hidden from view, or secrets, or things going on behind the scenes that we don't have all the information about. So you may be trying to get more information about a family member or a loved one that you're concerned about in October, Aquarius. And you also have 7 of Pumpkins in reverse. And this is the Pentacle suit in this deck. So, I think Libra got this card as well. 7 of Pumpkins in reverse is talking about a situation that you've become used to, or has become routine, or even like a job that has become like, I could do this in my sleep. There's going to be a change, but it's going to be due to there's some kind of upheaval to a situation that has become status quo, and it's karmic. For some of you, it's a legal situation. For those of you that have lawsuits or divorces pending, or maybe it's been a long time in coming. You've been waiting to get a settlement. You've been waiting to hear about money coming to you. You've been waiting to hear about a bonus or a promotion or a new job. And finally, October is the start of the harvest here. Those of you that have gotten used to a heavy workload as well on the job could find that things are more balanced out starting in October. So maybe they're hiring new people, or maybe it seems like this may be something that you had put efforts into rectifying. So for some of you, maybe this is a process that you were in charge of putting in place to kind of balance things out in the workplace, or responsibilities, delegating responsibilities in a way that would be more balanced. And finally, in October, this is being put into place by you, or it's affecting you in a positive way. And there may be, it's going to make your job less predictable for a while, because things are changing. But I do feel like with this rune, it's for the better. This is ultimately going to end up being a positive change, even if you don't see it at the beginning of October. The help that's going to be available to you, we've got 5 of Imps in reverse. So that's a good card in reverse. And this is the Wand suit in this little whimsical Halloween deck. So in the upright, 5 of Imps talks about petty fighting, arguments, silly stuff. It's like a mock battle. Like little kids, pretend fencing. It's like, it's arguing over silly things. There's an end to that in October. And, if you've had like an ongoing situation like that at work, or with family members, or with one family member in particular, or, if every time you talk to someone, they took something the wrong way, there's going to be some open, honest communication here. And there's going to be an end to that sort of infighting or just petty silliness. And for some of you, this could be, again, dealing with a legal situation or a divorce, but it could be your lawyer that's going to be like finally putting an end to it. You may kind of be like, I'm just going to do everything through my counsel now. I'm just going to let him or her handle everything, because every time I try to talk to this person on my own, it's just, a nightmare. So some of you may be leaving a job, but I feel like it will be voluntary, and it's ultimately going to be because maybe it's just a negative work environment. It's very immature and kind of like high school. Everybody's always arguing and he said, she said, and gossip and, stirring up trouble, and you're just tired of it. So any kind of job that you leave or that you, even for some of you, lose in October, it's ultimately going to end up being a positive thing, because you'll have an interview lined up immediately. Some of you are completing a certification or taking a test or maybe completing an internship or something in October where it's going to get you out of this situation. So I feel like for many of you, this is a voluntary move. Those of you that are that work, especially with others, and maybe people younger than you or who act younger or immature. Maybe you've been a target, or you have felt like, you're the one that always has to kind of be the parent, rather than being a boss or somebody who is delegating or at a job. You may feel like a den mother or someone who has to kind of break up petty arguments all the time. So interviews in October are going to go well, and there will be one for many of you that's going to lead to freeing you from this toxic work environment. What must be accepted when it comes to October? We've got Ace of Ghosts, which is the cups, again, the cup suit in this deck. So that's an offer, and usually an emotional offer, or at least an offer that makes you very happy, very excited. Now, this could be a job offer that you're really, really just excited about, exuberant about. Maybe you interviewed in September and you've been waiting, and that's why this 10 of Cups is in reverse. It's like, I didn't hear back from this guy. Where did he disappear to? I'm waiting. And then finally you come through and you get the offer. For some of you, this is a new emotional beginning with someone. And it's going to completely change your viewpoint. It has the ability with Weird, which is the blank rune, to completely change your life if you accept this offer. So whether it's the offer of a new relationship, of a reunion of an old relationship, or with someone, a family member or a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while, or a job offer. I mean, this is all, it's coming in October. Aquarians are going to be offered something that I feel many of you are, actually all of you are going to be excited about whatever this offer is, because it symbolizes new beginnings. And we do have the Chariot in reverse towards the end of October. I feel like this is someone else, Aquarius, because this is so like against what is coming up here in the help position and in the what must be accepted position. Chariot in reverse talks about defeat, losing the battle. But I feel like this is someone else's energy. So for those of you involved in a lawsuit or divorce or waiting for that to come through, or dealing with these petty, vindictive workmates, this is their energy. Like they're going to be defeated because they don't learn from their mistakes. They keep repeating the same lesson. So this is somebody who is very kind of arrogant, full of themselves, thinks they know it all, but they are not learning from life's lessons. So they're going to keep repeating them. This could be somebody coming to you and, feeling defeated, but then still coming off as arrogant or not, recognizing or admitting their fault. There's something they just refuse to see or admit. Now, Aquarius, in some cases, this could be, you, but I really feel like this is going along with this energy that was coming up at the beginning. This person that has been kind of not putting effort into the family, not being where they're supposed to be, not being part of the family in some way, or not contributing, not helping out, or in fact, even causing discord in a family or work situation. So, now, any of you, this can often, whenever this card comes up, I always think of a vehicle, an actual vehicle. And because I do have Rido here in the reverse, some of you may be having car issues in October, Aquarius. And so, I mean, if your car has if it's been making a weird noise, it's been doing weird stuff, make sure you've got, your AAA up to date, or make sure that, you know what your insurance coverage is. But number one, get it into the shop so they can take a look at this, because I feel like some of you, because you don't, this is how this could work in the most mundane of senses, is that, you ignore something because you can't afford it, or you don't have time to take it in, and then the car breaks down, or there's a problem with the tire blows, and then, even though you could have gotten it taken care of or patched weeks ago, you kept driving on it, ignoring what the vehicle was trying to tell you. But those of you, also be very careful. Just be very careful while driving, especially to and from work, Aquarius, in October. Now, if you don't drive to and from work, then, obviously that won't apply. Some, people who live in cities sometimes don't even own a car. But those of you that do, and if you drive it regularly for your commute, if it's been a while, if it needs the oil change, just make sure that you take all preemptive strikes